So, the ICC just announced the 2022 ICC T20 Team of the Year. And the most interesting thing is the omission of Babar Azam from the 11 that was named. Now, most of these players who are a part of this 11 are there because of their impressive performances in the T20 World Cup in Australia. And that's why some players who are present, questions can be raised as to what constitutes the eligibility. Like, for instance, Mohammad Rizwan has an awful World Cup down under. He obviously was out of form, his strike rate wasn't good. Both he and Babar were responsible for Pakistan getting slow starts and not doing enough in the power play. However, Rizwan makes it into the World Cup team selected by the ICC, while Babar doesn't. Another name that appears in the list is that of Josh Little. Of Ireland. Again, he was impressive in the T20 World Cup but hasn't done anything significant in T20 eyes against any powerful team in the world. So, the selections must be based on some criteria. After all, he's the T20 Team of the Year. Even some of the names, like, say, for Virat Kohli, who were an outstanding T20 World Cup and who scored the most runs. But over the year, he didn't play many T20 internationals for India. So obviously, the criteria for selection becomes the Cricket World Cup to a greater extent. And quite rightly, Suryakumar Yadav has been named in that as well. And quite possibly because of his outstanding achievements in the Cricket World Cup and also in a year in which he scored 2 centuries. He is undoubtedly the best T20 batsman in the world right now. However, again, Hardik Pandya has been selected. I don't know how. How does he make the list? Because Hardik hasn't looked really that great since he has come back from injury, but he makes it to the T20 list. Josh Butler is the captain of the 11, and quite rightly so. In white ball cricket, Josh Butler is a dynamic player and he is responsible for England's success in the shortest format of the game. And he was the captain when in the white ball as well. Ben Stokes took over the Test captaincy, but Butler managed to win the T20 World Cup with the English side. So Josh Butler is the captain. Now Hasaranga makes it to the 11, which is no surprise because Hasaranga is primarily a T20 bowler and he's a great bowler. Rashid's inavailability, Rashid Khan probably hasn't been selected because of Afghanistan's dismal performance in the T20 World Cup, and Rashid didn't take very many wickets as well. Another name that gets selected there is Glenn Phillips. Now, Glenn Phillips again scored 100 in the T20 World Cup, but apart from that, he scored some mini cameos as well. But has he done anything significant over a year so as to get selected in the ICC T20I Team of the Year? That remains a question. So, what's the criteria? Haris Rauf gets selected because he is quite naturally the best T20 bowler in the world right now, at least for pace bowling. And one can only imagine Haris being selected, and along with him, you have Josh Little. It's a tale of two different point of views, two extremes, I'd say, because Haris has been instrumental in Pakistan's success in the T20 format of the game. Another name that should have been in the 11 was that of Alex Hills in place of, say, Mohammad Rizwan. Ever since Hills has come back to the English side, he has looked quite good. And he also performed decently in the T20 World Cup. So, Mohammad Rizwan should consider himself quite lucky to be in the 11 still. Now, from the smaller countries, Sikandar Raza makes it to the team, and quite deservedly so, because Sikandar Raza has been only the shining light for Zimbabwe. He has been scoring runs in all formats, be it T20Is, be it ODI cricket, and has been taking wickets as well. So Sikandar Raza makes it to the ICC T20 Team of the Year 2022, and it will be captained by Josh Butler. So let me know in the comment section who you think should be included in the team and who you think should be omitted.